Hi, I'm Tim Tuller, Cantor for Music at St. John's Cathedral, with a couple words about the music for this Sunday, August 3rd. Our prelude is simply entitled Prelude in F by the English composer Charles Villiers Stanford. You'll see the name Stanford quite frequently on both service music and concert programs here at St. John's Cathedral. He is primarily known today for his choral music. His choral music really forms the cornerstone of the modern Anglican choral repertoire. Stanford was one of the group of composers, along with C. Hubert H. Parry and Edward Elgar and some others, who really revitalized the quality of English music, particularly English church music, in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. He's less well known for his solo organ music, but he wrote quite a bit of it. He wrote 5 organ sonatas, which are very rarely played today. They're a bit dated, admittedly, in how they sound. But he also wrote this collection, 2 collections actually, called 6 Short Preludes and Postludes, a very unassuming title. And they are, as it says, it's usually just a 2 or 3 page piece, short and simple, but they're really very good pieces. And this particular prelude comes from that collection. Our postlude today actually is by C.S. Lang, and it's entitled Tuba Tune. Craig Seller Lane, that was his full name, actually studied with Stanford. And so he was a student of Stanford. And the tuba tune, the name is a little bit deceptive for non-organists. The word tuba in this context does not refer to the orchestral instrument, the tuba that we all know. It refers to a very specific stop on the organ. And it's a reed stop that really sounds much more like a trumpet than what we think of as a tuba. But it's a particularly English terminology for this stop. Tuba tunes or trumpet tunes really became almost a genre unto themselves in English music. And that can really be traced back to the popular trumpet tunes of Henry Purcell and Jeremiah Clark. Some of you have probably heard the Jeremiah Clark trumpet tune or trumpet voluntary played at weddings. These tend to be pieces that are very stately and make for excellent processionals for things like weddings and various occasions like that need a very solemn, stately processional. Now, C.S. Lang's tuba tune departs a little bit from that tradition in that it's a much more jovial, not beat, almost like a jig feel to it. It's a really highly energetic piece, and it makes for an excellent postlude. Our offertory anthem is My Eyes for Beauty Pine. This is a fairly well-known text for anthems. Herbert Howells wrote a very well-known setting, Mine Eyes for Beauty Pine, which we've done here at St. John's. Byron Adams is a contemporary American composer. He spent time as the chair of the composition department at the University of California, Riverside. He still lives in California. And he's got a bit of a relationship with the Cathedral Choir. I've never met him, but we've commissioned works from him, and we have several of his pieces in the library. And his music is very, very well written, very attractive, and the Cathedral Choir and myself really love doing compositions by him. I hope you enjoy the music this Sunday.